Hey everyone, I'm Carissa from Resume Genius, and today I'm going to share 8 of the best tried and tested prompts to improve your resume using ChatGPT. You can find all the prompts linked in the description below so you can follow along as we go. Let's jump in. Prompt 1. Elevate the skills on your resume. To start, we'll use 2 prompting techniques to strengthen the skills on your resume: role prompting and chain of thought prompting. Role prompting helps ChatGPT adapt the persona of an expert, while chain of thought prompting uses steps to guide ChatGPT toward high-quality, focused, and nuanced responses. To start, we'll tell ChatGPT to adopt the role of an experienced resume writer and career expert. Then, we'll give it the specific information we want it to work with. Once ChatGPT confirms that it understands the information we've provided, we'll prompt it to identify the most relevant skills for our specific resume. Now we'll ask ChatGPT to offer expert advice on how to improve your work experience and skills sections so they can better target these skills. And in the last part of our prompt, we'll ask ChatGPT to rewrite these sections for you. ChatGPT may have offered some great advice that didn't make it into the rewrite, so check its suggestions to see if you can use them to improve your resume even more. Now, I don't recommend trusting ChatGPT on every stylistic choice. For example, ChatGPT tends to create long lists of skills with detailed descriptions of each skill, but it's better to avoid stuffing your skills section with long sentences. And even though we asked ChatGPT not to make stuff up, it still might. So double check everything for accuracy. Prompt 2, revise your work experience bullet points. Our second prompt is all about making sure the language on your resume is concise, descriptive, and impactful so that it engages hiring managers and makes your accomplishments stand out. Using this prompt takes less than a minute, but by the end you'll have several variations of each bullet point you can choose from to make your experience pop. Here's part 1 of our prompt. We're explaining to ChatGPT what we'd like it to do. Rewrite our work experience bullet points with action verbs, formatting its response in a 3-column table, showing your original bullet points, the revised bullet points, and what words were changed. In part 2, simply paste your work experience section. Now you should have a nice table showing enhanced bullet points along with an explanation. Then try part 3 of this prompt to identify and replace any cliches. Now let's ask ChatGPT to clarify and tighten your sentences with part 4. Great! Once you've got all your bullet point variations, use part 5 of our prompt to ask ChatGPT to format them for easy scanning. What I love about this prompt is it creates an organized table of bullet point variations I can use, and I don't have to rack my brain over multiple rewrites. Prompt 3, strengthen your work experience section with metrics. If you're looking over your work experience section and don't see any numbers, make sure to add some. Using numbers gives hiring managers a clear idea of the scope of your work experience, the results you've delivered, and the impact you could have at their company. Here's a 2-part prompt to get suggestions for where and how you can add numbers that'll impress. ChatGPT should provide you with some useful metrics you can include on your resume. But a word of caution here. ChatGPT likes to add an excessive amount of percentages and often uses pretty wild numbers. Make sure that your work experience section includes a variety of numbers that describe your experience, not just percent increases, and that they're true to your experience. If ChatGPT's numbers aren't all that helpful, take inspiration from the suggestions it provided in part 1 and continue prompting it for more ideas if you need to. Now that you've got your skills and work experience section all spiffed up, let's use ChatGPT to create an irresistible resume summary. We have 2 prompts for this. One for creating a brand new summary if you don't have one already, and one for giving your current summary a boost. Here they are. Prompt 4, create a new resume summary. In this prompt, we'll ask ChatGPT to create a brand new summary for you, using a template we'll provide along with your resume. Prompt 5, revamp your resume summary. In this prompt, we simply ask ChatGPT to offer improvements for your summary based on the contents of your entire resume. Now you should have a strong resume summary that emphasizes your key qualifications, skills, and achievements. Prompt 6, get some general resume improvement suggestions. With your resume summary, skills, and work experience sections fine-tuned, now you can turn your attention to making overall improvements on your resume. Here's a prompt that'll get ChatGPT to provide you with helpful suggestions. Spend a little time going through ChatGPT's suggestions, picking out useful advice, and applying it to your resume. This will require some more manual work on your part, but it's well worth it to make your resume stand out. Prompt 7, tailor your resume to a specific job description. If there's one prompt you take away from this video today, make it this one. It's a tough job market out there, and the best thing you can do for your resume is tailor it to the job you're applying for. This will increase your chances of landing an interview because it shows hiring managers exactly how your qualifications align with the role they're hiring for, and they don't have to spend time trying to figure it out. Doing this on your own takes a lot of extra time, but ChatGPT makes it so much easier. Use this prompt. This prompt is fantastic because it gives you specific advice on how to target your resume, a draft of your targeted resume, and an overview of all the changes made so you can easily decide what to keep and what to discard. Tailoring your resume this way will be so much more painless. Prompt 8, get ChatGPT to proofread your resume. Last but not least, we couldn't make a video without a prompt asking ChatGPT to help us catch any sneaky resume mistakes. It's incredibly easy to let a typo slip through your editing process, so be sure to give your resume a final polish with our last prompt. Making sure your resume is error-free will help you make a professional impression. And there you have it, 8 expertly crafted prompts to help you elevate your resume using ChatGPT. As a bonus for making it this far, we've got a free resume template for you. Simply click the link in the description box below. Scroll down to free resume templates to download, pick your favorite, and click View Template. Then you'll see options for downloading a Microsoft Word doc or making a copy of the Google Doc in your Drive. Whichever you choose, simply copy and paste your beautiful new resume into the template, and you're good to go. We'd love to hear your feedback. Let us know how these prompts work for you in the comments below, ask us any questions, and tell us any new secret prompts you discover. Best of luck from the Resume Genius team. We'll see you next time.